Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here, continuing the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. And today we're on lesson 197. And the lesson is, I can be but my gratitude I earn. So it says, here is the second step we take to free your mind from the belief in outside force pitted against your own. You make attempts at kindness and forgiveness, yet you turn them to attack again unless you find external gratitude and lavish thanks. Your gifts must be received with honor, lest they be withdrawn. And so you think God's gifts are loans at best. At worst, deceptions which would cheat you of defenses to ensure that when he strikes, he will not fail to kill. So how easily are God, love, and guilt confused by those who know not what their thoughts can do. Remember, this is a mind training program, focusing on what are we thinking? What are our thoughts, particularly our thoughts from the ego thought system? Deny your strength, which means be a victim of circumstances. So deny your strength, and weakness must become salvation to you. See yourself as bound, like bound in a comfort zone, and bars become your home. Nor will you leave the prison, go outside your comfort zone, or claim your strength until guilt and salvation are not seen as one. And freedom and salvation are perceived as joined, with strength beside them, to be sought and claimed and found and fully recognized. The world must thank you when you offer it release from your illusions. Yet your thanks belong to you as well. For its release can only mirror yours. So your gratitude is all the gifts required that they be a lasting offering of a thankful heart, released from hell forever. So when it says here, your gratitude is all your gifts, they're the gifts of forgiveness, your gift of letting go of judgment, and the gift of seeing only innocence in yourself and in others. So is it this you would undo by taking back your gifts because they were not honored? You not honoring your gifts? It is you who honor them and give them fitting thanks. For it is you who have received the gifts. It does not matter if another thinks your gifts, like your kindness, whether another thinks those gifts are unworthy. In this mind, there is a part that joins with yours in thanking you. It does not matter if your gifts seem lost and ineffectual. They are received when they are truly given. In your gratitude, are they accepted universally and thankfully acknowledged by the heart of God himself, the heart of source, which is God himself. And would you take them back? when God, has gratefully accepted them. He, the source, God. So God, love, blesses every gift you give to him. And every gift is given him because it can be given only to yourself. And what belongs to God must be his own. So the source of love is one. It's about the oneness, God. And everything else is one, is what it's saying here. What belongs to God must be his own. Yet you will realize, or you'll never realize, that God, the God of love, his gifts are sure, his gifts are sure, eternal, changeless, limitless, forever giving out, extending love, and adding to your never-ending joy while you forgive, but to attack again. Remember, forgiveness is choosing to see no guilt in any, to see no guilt anywhere or in anyone. There's no judgment. So it goes on to say, withdraw the gifts you give, and you will think that what is given you has been withdrawn. But again, it says, but learn to let forgiveness, which means seeing there's no guilt, take away the sins you think you see outside yourself, because everything is a mirror. Remember that. And you can never think the gifts of God are lent but for a little while before he snatches them away again in death. For death will never, for death will have no meaning for you then. And with the end of this belief is fear forever over. So, we can accept, or we accept, I should say, the Christ within ourselves when we see the Christ in our brothers, seeing them as guiltless, seeing them as sinless, no judgment. Remember, in the world of the ego thought system, there's duality. There's right and wrong. With God, there's no judgment. So again, when we accept that Christ within ourselves, or I should say, let me repeat that. We accept the Christ within ourselves when we see the Christ in our brothers, and then the fear of God disappears. And it says that again, and with the end of this belief is fear forever over. Thank your holy self for this. For he is grateful only unto God, and he gives thanks for you unto himself. To everyone who lives with Christ yet come, for everyone must live and move in him, I should say, move in God. Let me say it again. To everyone who lives with Christ yet come, for everyone must live and move in him. His being in his Father is secure because their will is one. It's all about generating, creating unification, unity, and oneness. Their gratitude is all they have created, has no end, for gratitude remains a part of love. Gratitude is an expression of love. Thanks be to you, the Holy Son of God, for as you were created, you contain all things within yourself. And you are still as God, as love created you. So nor can you dim the light of your perfection. You are whole and complete. I can't say it enough. I will continue to say it. So we get this implanted within ourselves. You are whole and complete, sinless, innocent, and holy. In your heart, The heart of God is laid. He holds you dear because you are an expression of himself. You're an expression of God. All gratitude belongs to you because of what you are. Remember, you are not an ego. You are an expression of God. Remember the lesson, I am as God created me. Give thanks as you receive it. Be you free of all ingratitude to anyone who makes you yourself, your holy self, complete. And from this holy self is no one left outside. Because you're coming from love, extending that love to your brother or sister. And it says, give thanks for all the countless channels which extend this holy self. And the countless channels here it expresses is all persons, places, and things. All that you do is given unto him, unto God. All that you think can only be his thoughts, sharing with him the holy thoughts of God. Earn now the gratitude you have denied yourself when you forgot the function God has given you. But never think that he has ever ceased to offer thanks to you. And again, remember, we accept the Christ within ourselves when we see the Christ in our brothers, and the fear of God disappears. So I want to continue on and share with you what Jesus has to say further. Jesus just spoke to us in that lesson through the channel Louise Spalding, who channels Jesus, and her book, which she created, which is called A Year of Forgiveness. The reference is below, by the way, in the description below this video. Just as a reminder. All right. So it says, again, the lesson is, it can be but my gratitude I earn. And Jesus says, you are blessed beings indeed. I am the one you know as Jesus. Gratitude is very close in frequency to love. Gratitude means that you understand what is going on here. Gratitude for what you have shows you understand that what you don't have was not meant to be yours right now. Jesus says, this seems contradictory because we tell you that you have been given everything and you have been given everything, but you cannot experience everything all at once. It would be too overwhelming for you. Now, through gratitude, you set the stage for a future as beautiful as the present, because through gratitude, you are saying everything is as perfect as it should be. Even if you have given your brother something and he did not recognize the gift you gave him, you still gave the gift. Since there is no separation between your brother and you have only given the gift to yourself anyway. God's all-encompassing arms hold all this giving, taking, and receiving. So whenever you give anything, you give it to God. So give your best to you. Remember, you are God. You are made in the image and likeness of God. It says, be kind to yourself. That is a gift to God. And you honor God. When you attack yourself, you blaspheme against God. You do not think of it this way. You think you just hurt your little old self, but you do, in fact, attack God. You are an idea in the mind of God. Would you treat that badly? Your brother or sister is an idea as well in the mind of God. Again, would you treat God badly? You must remember the magnitude of the game you play here. You are playing with God and yourself. You are playing with consciousness that is all encompassing, which is a magnificent and powerful thing to behold. You think all the little games you play are tiny, but they are creative with all your magnificent abilities behind them. When you attack somebody, renege on a promise, hurt somebody, or judge others, you're using the power of God that's God, small God, in an unloving thought, word and deed. Make sure you use your gratitude for everything. Thank those beings in your life that cause you difficulty because they sharpen your practice. Remember, we need the contrast. They give you something to forgive. They give you something challenging to forgive. And you receive great rewards for doing that. Not because God blesses you, but because you demonstrate your understanding of what is going on here. You are sacred beings, and we want you to treat each other as such. We want you to treat yourselves as such. Be grateful that you have this opportunity to remove all the unloving thoughts from your minds. Be grateful to those who show you how hateful or angry you can be. Be grateful to them because they help you with your practice by revealing the dark shadows hidden beneath the surface of your consciousness. Jesus ends this here by saying, I am the one you know as Jesus, and I will speak to you again. All right, so that is lesson 197, which again is, I can be, but my gratitude I earn. So I hope that was helpful. And please go below this video and please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and please share this video out. There's others that are looking for this Course in Miracles, in the practices and the principles of the Course for their life. So be generous in sharing, please, and thank you. All right, so I look forward to being with you in the next video, which will be for lesson 198. So practice your gratitude today. And remember, it is also an expression of love. Treat yourself well today as well. So from my heart to yours, I extend much love to you. Bye for now.